What's going on, guys? Sterling with Handsome WP here. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the basic features that Handsome Checkout has. We're just going to quickly run through each of the features and kind of what you get when you buy Handsome Checkout, because it is loaded with lots of good stuff. So let's hop right into that. And number one is going to be conversions and branding. So making your checkout look nice and then also improving your conversions. You can see here's the default WooCommerce checkout. We have a ton of fields over here. We have not really much control over how it looks or how it functions. It's going to be this 2-column layout always. We have footer links that can pull people away from our checkout. We have our navigation that can pull people away from our checkout as well. And it's just not real pleasing to look at. So let's head back to our Handsome Checkout example. So here we are on a Handsome Checkout page. You can see that in this example, I've selected a template that allows me to have multi-step checkout. So I can click into my product selection, then I can click into my payment info, and it just is a much nicer experience for our customers. Breaks that checkout into pieces. Now this is just one template. You don't have to use the multi-step template. You can just use one of the many templates that we have. And one thing I want to call to your attention is you can see that we can customize our checkout page with testimonials and with trust seals. So trust seals and trust points, and these can be customized on the settings in the back end of our Handsome Checkout. So let's look at that real quick. We will just come into our Handsome Checkout page and we'll scroll down. You can see that here are the templates we can select from. So there are 7 templates currently. We are working on creating more. We have a bunch of them in development. So there's not going to be any shortage of looks and feels and templates that you can use. And with one click, it's easy to swap between a completely different look and feel for your Handsome Checkout. So even if you wanted to do split testing, you could create 2 Handsome Checkouts, and you could send your traffic 50 to one, 50 to the other, and see which one converts better. But moving from a default WooCommerce to one of our templates will increase your conversions. We have done massive amounts of testing with that, and it works. So not only can we swap between these different templates, but we're able to customize the colors of our templates: header, footer, background, headline, and button color, just by selecting which color we want to use. So really easy to customize the checkout page to match your branding and to look really good. And then also our templates hide all of the clickable links that are not necessary. You really don't want people leaving your checkout page once they're there. A lot of the time, if somebody clicks away from your checkout page, you lose that sale. So we want to kind of give them the option to, hey, checkout or hit the back button. So that is built right into Handsome Checkout as well. Now I want to talk about fields and field management. If we go back to that normal checkout, you can see all of these different fields that we have. Say we're not shipping a product, say it's a virtual product. A lot of merchants will not require you to have a physical address if it is a virtual product. You can sell it without requiring a physical address, which is a bunch less fields that your customers have to put in. It's going to help your conversions. Now, even if you do have a product that you're shipping, we have phone is required here. We have company name up here that is optional but is still being shown. We have basically, there's not a ton of order notes. There's not a ton of customization that we can do here. When we come to Handsome Checkout, we can select just the fields we want to show. We can swap email with first name and last name. We can choose to show our company and phone. We can choose to show our shipping address and our billing address. And say we just want to have billing address, we don't want to have shipping address, that's an option. We can hide and show our coupon box. So it really gives us a ton of control over what fields are being shown on our checkout form, which of course will help with conversions, but just makes it look better and function better. And that's just baked right into it. So love the field management, and yeah, that's awesome. So something to note about WooCommerce is it's really not meant to be a landing page software. It is a storefront. You're going to have lots of products. People are going to be able to come and select multiple products. It'll go to their cart. They'll go to their cart, add a coupon, and go through the whole checkout process. Think Amazon. That's kind of how WooCommerce is. It really is meant for that kind of a process. Now, Handsome Checkout allows you to still use that storefront functionality of WooCommerce, which is great. But if you wanted to have sales pages and landing pages for your customers, where people can come and buy one specific product, maybe at a discount. So one thing you may bump into with that is that your products aren't going to be just one single product a lot of the time. You're not going to have just a red t-shirt You'll have a red t-shirt in large, small, and medium sizes. So how do we manage that? Variations and quantity options. So I have checked this box. Now let's scroll down and you'll see this drop down. We can select 4 different options, and I'm going to run through these super quickly. Here is simple products. So in this example, if you wanted to sell multiple products, so say you had 5 different skateboards in 5 different configurations, but you wanted to offer those on your landing page or on your sales page, you would add those here. Now if we go back to our Handsome Checkout page, so we can go to our next step, and you can see that I'm selling a t-shirt, a cap, and a hoodie, and people can easily swap between these products. You're able to sell multiple or offer multiple products really easily on one sales page, which is really powerful and cool. But let's go back, and I'm going to remove the cap, remove the hoodie, and leave the t-shirt. Now my t-shirt is not just one t-shirt. I have 3 different sizes, so I have variations of my product. I have a t-shirt, but I have large, medium, and small. I've already set that up with WooCommerce, so I could sell this via my shop, but I want to also be able to offer it on my single checkout page. So I'm going to come down. So I'm going to select simple variations, and I'm going to update and come back to my Handsome Checkout page. Now let's refresh, and let's go to our products. And now you're going to see it's going to automatically pull those variations from WooCommerce. So once they're set up in WooCommerce, they're going to automatically be usable on our Handsome Checkout, which is absolutely amazing. Super easy to set up. All I had to do was select it in the dropdown. Now let's talk about simple quantities. When I select simple quantities, it's going to give me this table where I can add options, and I can set a quantity amount that's going to be added to their cart or to their checkout, as well as a price for it. So an example for this would be buy 1 for full price, buy 2 and get 1 free. So you can see I set the quantity to 3 and I set the price to $50, and then buy 20 and I get 450 or 20 shirts for $450, and that's a whole box of shirts. So really easy to set up custom pricing based on quantity. This is going to help you move more product because people can get a discounted price as they buy more. And here it is on the front end. I can swap between those different payment options. Really easy to set up and really useful, guys. Now let's talk about the last one, which is going to be drop down quantities and variations, which is kind of a combination of the first or the last 2 we talked about. So let's go back to our Handsome Checkout. We'll refresh, and then we will come to our next step, and you're going to see that I have the ability to select a quantity of all of my different variations. So here's my 3 shirt sizes. I can select a quantity of whatever ones I want. A great use case for this would be if you wanted to have, if you were wholesaling a product to your members, say you have a membership site and your members can buy wholesale because they pay you an annual fee or something like that. You can build a really easy table where they can just select kind of the bulk orders that they need. Well, I want 62 large, I want 66 medium, and I want 12 small. And then it's really easy for them to build an order. It's really easy to set that up. Now that we covered our quantities and variations, I know that seems very kind of intense, but I have in-depth videos running over how to set that up and how to use it exactly, and it's actually really easy to set up. It just sounds intense. You just have to set your product up correctly with WooCommerce, and then it will work with Handsome Checkout. So I even demo how to do that in my other video if you want to go and check that out. So next I want to talk about Embed Forms. Now this is super, super cool. Here you can see I have a page, and this is just a default page in my WooCommerce. Next, I want to talk about Embed Forms. Embed Forms are going to be really useful when you're using a third-party builder. If you're using Elementor, or you're using Oxygen Builder or Divi or something like that, and you have a pre-built template page. So a lot of the time they'll give you a really nice looking template page, and you want to use your Handsome Checkout in that template page. You can actually create a checkout that gets applied wherever you put the shortcode. So let's publish this. So you can see I threw a shirt in there. I can select between 1-step and 2-step checkout. I can add an order bump to it, and I can customize my colors and my fields and all that stuff. So you don't lose any functionality, but you're able to integrate it with your page. So let's head back to this front end where you can see my embed form example. So this was just built using Gutenberg, and this doesn't look fantastic because I have 2 columns and I have my title, my description, and I just plopped that shortcode in here. But the beautiful thing is you can put that shortcode wherever it fits into your template. So it all depends on your template design from your builder. You can plop that shortcode in and it will load in your customized checkout wherever you want. So it integrates into your setup design, which is really awesome. So another really cool feature, guys, is that we can enable display embed as a pop-up. So this is super, super cool. If we come back to our checkout and we refresh, it's going to look a lot better because now it just has a purchase now button. If I click on purchase now, it's going to pop up my checkout and I can place these purchase now buttons on my sales page or my landing page and have it just pop my checkout up at any point, and people can go through the Handsome Checkout. So you get to use the functionality of your builder, but you also get to use the functionality of Handsome Checkout, which is absolutely awesome. So really not too hard to set up. Pretty much the same as setting up a checkout form. You just have to go and put the shortcode on your actual template page, which you probably is not hard to do. And I have a video running over how to set up the embed checkout forms as well. So if you want to check that out, feel free. And lastly, I want to talk about the abandoned cart functionality, guys. So this is really cool. Every time that somebody adds something to the cart and enters their email in, if they don't purchase within 20 minutes, we trigger a webhook to be sent. And it keeps a record of all of those here in the back end of the abandoned cart section. So you can export the CSV, import it to your email marketing software, and send out discount codes to them. Say you're running a deal for Black Friday. These are all people who haven't purchased but were thinking about it and had the product in their cart. So maybe giving them a discount would be enough to kind of help them make that purchase and follow through with it. So that is one really cool use for it. But also you can automate your abandoned cart functionality. So you can click on this connect to Zapier. You can put in either Zapier or Pabbly or any software that can receive a webhook, and then you can set it up so that webhook communicates with your email marketing software. I have a video running over how to set this up, guys, using Pabbly and MailChimp. So a lot of email marketing softwares and CRMs can actually receive a webhook and do stuff based on it. So it gets the product ID, so you can send them back to the cart with that product in the checkout. And yeah, it's just really, really cool. And lastly, guys, I want to talk about setting Handsome Checkout as your global WooCommerce checkout. So this is really cool. So one thing I really love about Handsome Checkout is that it allows us to have our storefront, but also have landing pages and sales pages that are targeted towards specific products. That's great, but you still have your ugly WooCommerce checkout. Well, not anymore. You're able to replace your WooCommerce checkout. So I'm going to come down and select global checkout. So I have a video on how to set this up, but you can see I'm going to select it right there. We're going to come down and save changes. Now I'm going to come back to my ugly WooCommerce checkout and I'm going to refresh. So let's refresh this page. So here you can see I have my checkout page loading nicely. Whatever products I have in are going to be automatically updated here. And no matter what products they're purchasing through my storefront, they're going to have a beautiful, nice looking branded checkout page with testimonials and guarantees and everything that I customized on this global checkout. So that is another really awesome feature. So one last feature that I want to run over is the offer bump. So let's head back to our Handsome Checkout page. Here we are. Let's head into we'll do it in the embed checkout. So we'll head into our embed checkout. Here you can say we have an order bump. So this is going to allow us to sell another product on our page, and it's going to allow us to have a one-click add to cart button. So say you are selling a skateboard, like I said, and you want to sell at 75% a helmet. They can click and add the helmet to their order. Makes it really easy. It looks really nice. Let me come back to this page just to demo it. If I click there and I scroll down, here you can see is my order bump. I click that and it updates my order and adds that product to my order. While this is not an upsell technically, because you're not actually clicking the order button, and we have a product called One Click Upsell that is just kind of that next level of upsells and downsells and just handling that market flow and what you're offering your customers based on what products they're purchasing and all that kind of stuff. You can customize that sale product or that sale process right to your customers and what they're purchasing, what their interests are. It kind of allows you to just get that bundle sale, which is going to increase your overall sales, and it's baked right in, which I just think is awesome. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Handsome Checkout really is super feature packed. It is full of functionality, and once you start using it, you're going to see how it can really help your business. We're very passionate about our products. We're web developers here at Handsome WP, and our goal is to help our customers make more money through their WooCommerce checkouts and to increase their conversions, increase their sales, and just make people's businesses more profitable. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. If you have any questions, you can comment in YouTube here, or you can come to our website and send us a message. My name, once again, is Sterling, and I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video.